I am going to start out this week with what is sure to be the last few days, certainly the last week, of the beautiful colors that God has blessed us with. The mountain over there is a lot of the beautiful colors are still in the shade. It's still pretty early. It's 40 degrees. That's right, 40 degrees. But we're going to get up to about 60 today, so it's going to get better quicker. The wind is supposed to blow in the teens. We're going fishing. But as you look out there, you see the colors are pretty spectacular. And an airplane buzzing around low this morning, probably enjoying the colors from the air, as a matter of fact. But a little north wind blowing. It's going to be blowing up in the teens. But should be a pretty good day to fish. Is there a bad day to fish? Look at the reflection on the water. We've had a pretty strong winds blowing there the last few days, and now we've got calm, at least early this morning. What wind is blowing out of the north. But and it's going to be increasing. It's going to be pretty chilly out there on the water. Sweatshirt day, jacket day. But seeing about the last of the trees. As we look up here close, we can see this tree right there at the end of the house, which is pretty beautiful. The leaves are now going to brown, which is what they do. So over there on the mountaintop, you can see some bright, beautiful colors showing through there. But we are going to be changing rapidly, probably in the next 2 or 3 days. The pretty is getting a little higher on the mountain, so we may have a little bit of that out there. But a great way to start another great week here at the Eagle, enjoying God's handiwork on the mountain. What a beautiful, beautiful fall colors He has given us. Absolutely gorgeous. But we're about to the end of them. Most places around the country are through in the mountains. But it was spectacular in a lot of places, as I understand. Certainly was and is spectacular, very spectacular here at the Eagle. Well, I'm getting ready to go fishing, but I just thought I'd take one more shot of that mountain. It might be the peak of the things that we're looking at now. One more little shot, and the colors have gone on up toward the top of the mountain, and the lower trees are losing a little bit of their color, but the sun's on it, it's good, and it's just really pretty. You can see that little area there, that was a lot brighter yesterday than it is right now. That's kind of going away, as is over there a little bit, but still about the peak, either today in places on the mountains, yesterday in places on the mountains. It looks like the color's gone pretty high there. So that's about it, I think. And I'll get off of this deal. I'll give it a rest. Apologize for so many beautiful pictures of the trees, but I just love it. I mean, what can I say? I just love it. Now, some of that mountain's in the shade. You can't see it real good, but with the naked eye, that's even pretty even over there where it's in the shade right now. But absolutely spectacular this morning on the mountain at the Eagle. How's that, boys and girls? It's 48 degrees. I had a yard full of deer this morning, 5 does and babies. Only one out there now eating on the ryegrass. These are totally wild ears. Heard a turkey gobble. What a way to start another day. Yeah, I see another baby over there. There were babies, and 3 does and 2 babies is what was out there this morning. Watched them for quite a while from inside. The dogs ran out, and the 3 of them went around to the other side. You can see, looking in the yard, how tall the ryegrass is getting. Now, if we'd planted that correctly, we'd had a beautiful green yard. Now, it would have looked like a ryegrass field, but you can see how tall it is, and the deer are loving it. We've got deer on it a lot, which is pretty cool. And it's just a little different than what most people do. The trees were beautiful over there this morning, but the sun just went behind a cloud while I was looking at those deer. The sun was out, up behind a cloud, kind of put a dull on the mountain. When that sun was shining on there, it was pretty. Probably the changing of the season is right about here. The color has just about made it to the top of the mountain. And you realize how the water's 30 foot deep over there, so that going up that mountain to right there, it's a climb. That mountain you're looking at right there is a peak actually on the other side. See that there at the top? That peak is goes up there and it goes down in the valley and up that mountain right there. So you can see it's this little difference there. It's a valley in between that front mountain right on the lake. But the trees are definitely about to lose their color. We'll kind of follow them here today and tomorrow, and that'll probably be it. And we'll see what we can see in the way of deer. Still pretty good color there, though. I thought it would change a lot. The temperature got down to 42, and now it's in the low 40s again today. Beauty will not last long, and it will turn into wintertime trees. I am sitting with my beautiful wife, Chris, at the University of Oklahoma football game, OU in West Virginia. We got a great game going here. Both teams scored on their opening possession. We'll see what happens here tonight. There we have it, boys and girls. End of a game at the University of Oklahoma. I've went to Moore High School. I went to games here when I was a kid. Went through the 47-game winning streak that OU had, the longest winning streak ever. Also lived through the 34-game winning streak, the second longest streak ever. And never seen the University of Oklahoma lose a game in this stadium when I was here. Now, they've lost games in this stadium. Never, ever have they lost a game while I've been here. Jordyn.
I don't think we can win this game. We just can't win this game.
Yeah, we can't win this game. We can't win this game. We won the game. I said we might not win this game. And that's true, we might not, but we did. Woo! Yeah, hands in the air, everybody. After 3 days, there is Wild Child. Right behind that tree, there she is. Doggone little girl. You're living up to your name. You've been out sowing your wild oats. Golly, she looks beautiful. God, it's a pretty sight. Apache drove for an hour the other day, 2 days ago, day before yesterday, looking for her. And that's Buddy. He's still got that deal on his leg, and he's limping badly. Look at that. He can still run a little bit, but we've got to get him in the pen where we can tranquilize him, take that off. Dangerous. There's my beautiful little Wild Child. Been worried about you, girl. Hadn't seen her in 3 days. The last time I saw her, big buck was after her, big wild buck. She's looking good. She was hiding, and I couldn't tell if she was hurt or not. There she goes. Such a pretty girl. I'm so glad to see you. I hope we can get Buddy back in the pen. We might get her back in with him. Oh, man, just so Jimmy don't have to worry so much. Like raising teenagers. Teenage girls on top of that. And then your teenage boy is hurt over there. Got to get that thing off his foot. The sun is beginning to hit the mountain, which is kind of leveling out in color. But there's still pretty color over there, and you can see reflection, some of that color down in the water. Dead calm this morning. Pretty chilly out there also as well. 39 degrees, that's right, 39 degrees. We still have some pretty to look at, but it is going away. And as you look back over there, you can see that's kind of dark. but there is a lot of color there. It's in the shade. When the sun gets on it, we're still gonna be blessed with a little bit more of God's handiwork to enjoy. It's been a spectacular fall. What can I say? Just spectacular. And with little wild chow back this morning, see the trees reflecting in the water. That's always pretty amazing to me. It's just pretty special. Oh, and I dig it. Give it a rest, Jimmy.